problems, then say so. Chopper come out of the box like a motherfucking ray gun. Think you a beast, but you ain't one. You are not on the same page as a kid, you just page one. Ain't had no luck, I had to make some. When I get rich, cop a Tesla on day one. What color Tesla I want? The red one. What kind of red he want? The Shanks one. My niggas know I got drive, gripping that wheel. I swear a nigga got calluses. My team ain't losing, don't know why you challenging. Chopper go like it's Valorant.
All right, so quick confession. I just watched episode 684 and watched the video back, and it turns out I didn't turn on my mic when recording. So it's literally just 30 minutes of my mouth moving with nothing coming out, unfortunately. But I did not want to leave y'all with just 2 episodes for this video. So instead of 684 to 686, we'll do 685 to 687. And I'll just go over and run through episode 684 and give you all my thoughts when I watched the video. Luckily, nothing too important happened in 684, but there is one thing that I do want to go over that's pretty crucial. But regardless, since that messed up recording had my introduction to the video, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, welcome on in. We're back with some more One Piece. Last time we watched episodes 681 to 683. Today we'll be watching episodes 685 to 687, with 684 just being a quick run through since I screwed up that recording. But in the last video, we went ahead and finally got a little bit of Fujitora action, squaring up against the Straw Hats after Luffy took Zoro and Law against their will, as usual, to jump off of the destroyed mountain that Doflamingo and his crew had left in order to face up against the Mad Warlord. Now, Viola and King Riku staying back on top of the mountain. Viola used her Giro ability to look for the key to Law's cuffs. So after finding it, we'll hope that she'll be able to get it. So she found them, but we don't know if she'll be able to get them to Law, because Luffy, as impatient as he is, just ran on ahead, because we know how that works. Luffy is just that kind of dude. Luffy now taking Zoro and Law along with him into the middle of the streets of Dressrosa, where everybody and their mother is looking for him because of the bounty that Doflamingo had set on top of his head. Marines wanting to kill them, and now pirates wanting them for the money. We'll have to see just how they are able to get through this and make their way back to Doflamingo and have their glorious battle. Fujitora meeting up with them and showing his furiosity and the power of his gravity fruit, which we've already seen that he was able to call a meteor without much effort, really. So we'll have to see what they're able to do against him. I'm kind of torn on whether or not Zoro should fight him or not right now, so we'll have to see. Although I do like Fujitora's you know, like anti-government mindset. You know, he's for the Marines, I think, but he does not mess with how the government treats the Marines, how they're operating, and all these different laws and rules that they have as far as you know, the warlord sanctions and whatever other misery is going on within the government right now. So we'll have to see how Fujitora deals with that, but I do think he's going to be a pretty big deal and a pretty big roadblock for the Straw Hats. Of course, now we have the other group sort of meeting up together. Now we have Robin and Usopp, the Tontatans, meeting up with Sabo, Koala, Rebecca, Hack, and who else was with them? Bardo is also with them. So now that they're together, they'll be making their way up to the destroyed mountain where King Riku is at as well, getting out of the trade port and into the destroyed Colosseum. I believe Sabo and Koala stay back because, of course, they have their own Revolutionary Army spy mission to go through. Got to see some interesting stuff with Koala and her experience with Fishman Karate. I think the first human to be using Fishman Karate, which is really cool. Of course, Hack being her teacher. And he also has an injured hand, unfortunately, because of his fight with Bardo and, you know, throwing a direct punch at the barrier. So he's operating with one hand, but he still seems to be a force to be reckoned with. Commander Tank making his appearance, a loyal soldier of the King Riku army, protecting his granddaughter and now helping them out, I would assume, as they make their way up and, you know, fight against the forces of Doflamingo. In other news, PICA has decided to show himself in his human form now and finally speak for the first time, and now we know why he's been keeping his mouth shut. he quite literally sounds like Pikachu, and I don't think it's any coincidence that his name is Pika and he sounds like Pikachu. And now we got a very, very bad combination of a person insecure about their voice and a deadly devil fruit ability that will be able to kill anybody that laughs at him. And of course, our boy Luffy laughs at him. And in this giant kaiju Godzilla form, it seems as though he's going crazy and decides to punch the ground straight up and, you know, make a huge earthquake throughout Dressrosa. So we'll have to see how he's dealt with. I don't know, Zoro's going to continue fighting him. But throughout this episode 684, we got to see some interesting developments as well. First and foremost, this was horrible, bro. Usopp almost fell on Leo, catching him by the nose, bro. You hate to see it. Of course, Luffy and Law managed to get away from Pika's punch as he was throwing it down. Luffy basically ballooning himself up and blowing, you know, huge wind is what he did. He could have farted too, who knows? I mean, there's a lot of ways he could have gotten out of that. Cavendish making their way to them, giving Lau back his hat. Of course, we heard that Cavendish, we did hear Cavendish saying that if Usopp managed to save them, then he would, you know, give up his hatred for Luffy. And it seems as though he's keeping up with that. You know, he said that, you know, God Usopp saved me. I love that everyone is still referring to him as God Usopp. God Usopp saved me, so you know what, I'm cool out on you, all right, Luffy, you cool with me, we chill now, bro. Also seems like he wants to kill Law because, you know, worst generation, everyone's taking his fame, unfortunately. So everyone's got to die apparently. Pika still, he's damn near about to cry because Luffy was laughing at him. Like, this man is really insecure about his voice. I mean, I don't blame him. It's a crazy voice for such an insane appearance. So I mean, like, people are gonna constantly laugh at you. Of course, he's gonna be insecure about that. Don Chinzhao making his way alongside his grandson Sai and Boo over to Luffy to express their gratitude, and Luffy continues to think that they're after him, because I mean, why wouldn't he? He's been spouting this nonsense about Garp and he's got to destroy the whole family line. Of course, Luffy's going to continue running away, but instead he takes out all the people chasing him and he, you know, expresses his gratitude. Now he's like, not only you, but God Usopp also saved me, so you know what, I'm indebted to all of y'all now. You all are my homies. That's good to see. That is good to see indeed. I mean, we do need help out here. Power in numbers, strength in numbers, we definitely need that. I feel so bad for Law, bro. So it's just slumped over Luffy's shoulder. You need to take these cuffs off of him, bro. Essentially all the main faces that we had seen in Luffy's Block C Battle Royale fight have decided to show themselves and express their gratitude to God Usopp saving them. And now we have a whole bunch of people that want to help out Luffy, but by doing so, they want to take out Doflamingo. Luffy's like, no, Doflamingo is my fight. Rebecca bought me food. I got her pay her back. Everyone's like, no, let us help you, bro. We're going to take out Doflamingo. I was like, no, I am. And now we have this whole entire struggle between them about who's going to take out Doflamingo. I don't think that's going to cause too many issues. And we get to see Uzi, the bull that Luffy befriended in his Block C Battle Royale as well. And of course, riding Uzi, they make their way through and have decided to charge against Pika as a whole squad. Pika letting off another punch, or no, he spoke rather prior, trying to threaten them, and everybody laughed at him. So now he's throwing another punch. Don Chinzhao and Young King throwing their punches and hits at Pika's attack. King punch and Don Chinzhao's, what was it? It was the drilling nail with the haki on his pinned head. Managed to destroy not only his hand, but his entire arm. So we'll have to see what happens there. I'd be happy to see Don Chinzhao face up against Pika. That'd be a really cool fight to see. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's able to do it. He's a pretty strong individual. He managed to give Luffy a run for his money. So we'll have to see how that goes there. But those are my thoughts and what I thought about episode 684 there. As I said, nothing too crazy, but we got a few developments here along with Luffy gaining some allies here in order to battle Doflamingo. So I think that's going to be very good for him. So we'll have to see what happens there, but let's get into episode 685 actual reaction here now. Again, that was totally my fault that I messed up on the audio, but I'm gonna get into 3 episodes reaction here. So let's get into it. All right, episode 685. I hate that scream, bro. Sounds like a damn Sesame Street character. Who did his voice though? Who's his voice actor? This bull got moves, bro. Avoiding all this debris. Who's bro, let him help. Also, in the last episode, they confirmed that PICA is larger than oars. I was wondering that. Why do y'all just keep shooting, bro? Y'all are stormtroopers. You got no aim. Get rocked. The Hoppo Navy. He's almost got Gladius's ability, except Gladius sort of like literally blows up, but anything that he punches explodes. Sheesh. That's what I was saying, man. We need numbers out here, especially since Doflamingo got this whole island against us. By executing you, my debt is repaid. All right, he's doing this again, bro. He's doing this again. Someone snap him out of it. Who are you talking to? He's crazy. And he's crazier than the usual One Piece character, bro. Thank you so much, Luffy. And I gotta admit, as crazy and weird as he is, he still backs it up with some good moves. So it's cool. If he wasn't able to fight, that would be the point. I love everyone's just running away at this point. They're just crazy, bro. Where your arm at, bro? What happened? I can only wonder. Oh, why does he have to look like that? Is his eye inside of the stone? It's like, looks like armor almost. Well, if he can regrow it, then why isn't he doing it for the other arm? Because there has to be a limit to how much he can regrow. It's limited to the amount of stone that he has access to. Are they running up his arm? That's one way to do it. Might as well. He only has one arm. How's he gonna reach him? Don't kick him off. What's good, G? What's good, Abdullah? Zoro catching Z's, bro. What you planning now? Oh, he hit him with his own. Okay, okay. What else? Ooh, both hands. Yes, sir. And the hockey. Okay. Yeah, he finna show y'all how it's done, bro. Hitting him with that Gear 3rd bazooka. Where is it at, bro? Where is it at? He just stepped over it, bro. He's going straight for his face. Grizzly Magnum. Yup. Ooh. I mean, he's just going to grow back, but still. It'll take him a bit. Dun, 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 dun. Zoro knows what's up, though. Such a big buff that he's not able to, or he doesn't have to shrink anymore whenever he goes Gear 3rd. Because that was was such a crazy negative to him using Gear Third in the past. Yeah, you got a lot on your plate, bro. You can sign up for all this, I know that much. How many phones y'all need? They got every damn phone available. Hey, back up. You weren't already taking action? What was all this so far? He's saying that like they weren't doing nothing. Y'all were fighting. Please let us catch you. Yeah, that's cap, bro. You want to catch me, you gotta work for it. Seems to be the case. He's a monster. He's a demon. He's a savage. Criminal. I don't even understand what Doflamingo wants. Like, is he just a conduit of chaos? Like, I get he makes money off all this, scared of Kaido, wants to make his smiles and all that, but like, bro. Okay, bro. Now you're being real weird. You ain't doing all this on her arms. Stop. He said they're so soft. Chill out. No, you won't. Whoa! Who are you? Hey, Robin, release the arms down there. Drop them. She can do that, right? Y'all aren't making money. Why do I get the slightest feeling that she was just demonic enough to wait for them to reach the top before she would let go of it so that they have the maximum height when they fall? Because Robin is definitely the type to do that. She's like, they might grab Rebecca, but it'll be worth it. He's just gonna regrow the head. I get the slightest feeling. Oh, he's using it. The observation hockey. I love it. Look at ZORO. Mastering his awareness, meditation. This is what Mihawk has taught you, my boy. There it is. He could use observation hockey to sense where he's about to pull up. That's so fire. Oh, he's pulling up in the real body. Look at him. Built. That's a whole unit right there. He really is built like Frankie, dog. He's like, I'm done playing around. He really pulled up. Alright, so now that they've sussed him out of... Oh, you could... Yo, you just keeping shit in there? He's got a sword too. Oh, ZORO, this is all you. This is all you, bro. ZORO said, a sword? Let's do it. He said, that's mine. He's already in there, bro. He's already in there. Get him, ZORO. Get him, ZORO. Yeah. Oh, Luffy lifted him. Luffy's carrying a whole bull, bro. There it is. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. pebble like you. Oh my god, I love him. A pebble. Oversized soprano. Oh my god, he's a monster. Oh, Zoro's just, bro. Not only is he leveled up his sword fighting and his hockey usage, he's leveled up his shit talking too. My captain has no business with a pebble like you. Oh my god, I have to settle for me, you oversized soprano. Talk your shit, Zoro. Oh my lord. He is a monster. Love to see it. You love to see it. Now, the way this was animated, look at the size difference over here and compare it to here. That's kind of the same, I guess. Yeah, it is kind of the same. There's a little bit of, there's an inconsistent. I'm gonna nitpick right now, all right? I'm gonna pick apart every portion of this scenery right here just to really grasp the size of this individual here. Just he's swinging that thing. Look at this dude, bro. Oh my god. This man Zoro, this sword is like 15 of him, bro. Jesus. But whatever, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter. Zoro's got this. Zoro has got this. So now that he's in his physical body, I'm assuming he can get hurt. But if he transfers himself back into the stone, does that make his physical body disappear? And if his physical body disappears, then Zoro essentially has no chance if he goes back into the stone, because he could just live there. Because you already know, in this human form, Zoro's gonna beat his ass. There's no question. So his only chance is to disappear into the stone. But I wonder why he didn't stay in there. I wonder what made him to come out of the stone. There has to be a reason for that. Maybe it takes too much energy. Because I was gonna mention this when Luffy broke his head. But, you know, the amount of time that it took him to regrow his arm after Don Chenjiao destroyed it was a while. And I was thinking it was because, you know, the bigger the stone that he's creating and the bigger the stone he has to replenish takes longer because it takes maybe more energy. So when Luffy destroyed his head, he was probably like, okay, it's not worth spending that energy to repair that. Let me just pull up with my own body. So maybe if Zoro destroys the stone enough, he can, you know, tire him out for the final hit. I wonder. But yeah, it seems as though young Kyros is making his moves throughout the kingdom here. So I'm thinking it's just going to take a while for this, as it usually does. So we're probably going to see some confrontations here after couple more episodes. I'm definitely going to spend some time down here and getting through the city. I wonder what the plan is going to be for Fujitora to go through all this. He said to meet him at the bottom of the palace, so I wonder what him and Bastille are going to discuss here. But it looks like Group C over here has made it to the top, so we'll be seeing what they do from here. All right, let's get into it. Episode 686. You know, PICA could use his ability for artistic value, you know, create stone statues out of nothing. It'd be great. Instead, he punches a whole island like a monster. Y'all need to stop shooting, bro. Y'all just got no aim. Really, stormtroopers out here. What are you shooting at? There's a whole giant back there. How are you not at least hitting him? I'm sure even if they do hit him, it's not going to do much, but still. Yeah, you are just walking through them. That man really got the Sephiroth blade on him, bro. Long reach. I forgot Law was still on there, bro. That man's just been chilling. Look at him. He can't do nothing, bro. My boy. Yeah, you forgot about this guy right here. This is another problem. What's poppin', Frank? So how are you gonna destroy this thing? Oh, never mind. Are you real? Do you have beams strong enough to take that thing out? Oh, there it is. They really slipping and sliding out here. They not only slide. Oh, he's sliding, bro. He's slipping and sliding. Was that his thing now? I'll send you flying. I'm not gonna beat your ass. I'm not gonna kill you. Send you flying. Yeah, because he's ZORO. The most dependable. The most dependable right hand you could ever have. ZORO's that dude. Yeah. What's up? Keep throwing them. Nothing but blocks. Easy work. Is that something else Mihawk taught you, bro? Just shit talking all day. The confidence is glowing. Grandpa Soprano. Yeah. He's quick though. Zoro's just quicker. Here we go. Corazon. Okay. Corazon, zone. Corazon, zone. Corazon, zone. Oh my god. Why those look like the cherry blossoms from Drum Kingdom? Little pink snow. Corazon. Corazon. Oh, he was a commander. Oh. Whoa! Hold up. Family drama. Corazon and Doflamingo. Brothers till the end. Not exactly, since he killed him, so not not all the way till the end, but I guess technically still till the end. But if anyone's gonna kill their brother, it's gonna be Doflamingo. You know how it is. I wonder what the relation was with Law. He looked cool too, from the little glimpse. He was talking about Corazon before, so he has that on the back of his coat or whatever. It's not about freedom, bro. He's just impatient. He has to do what he has to do. He has to get it done. We can get it done. You know what I mean? Jesus. That's one of the enemies there, and you know, young Straw Hat Luffy went ahead and slapped his top off. I need to get the One Piece soundtrack, bro. This music is so fire now. It's been fire, but now it's just like, I know it. I know the notes. If I had a piano right here, I could play it. On God, I could. From memory. Auntie Viola. She's seen Luffy in action. She knows. She's a believer. And so's Rebecca. And of course, Bardo is too. That one's easy, but Viola and Rebecca, they know about that man. Yep. Yep. You haven't lied yet. Now that's crazy. But you know what? She still ain't wrong. There are just too many bad apples in this whole situation, so it's hard to trust any one system. Whether it's the Navy or the government or anything. Yup. It is what it is. They're presenting the hero himself, the god. Don't underestimate his power. Known as God Usopp. Present yourself to the king. He's shaking. Oh my god. I love how he's truly earned their trust, which I love even more. He went out of his way to, you know, come back from that, tell him that he lied. And I don't think I have stressed enough how crazy it is that Usopp admitted to lying. But now he might have dug himself a bigger grave, bro. He already put himself on a pedestal. Now he's in the sky. The Usolanders. Oh, he said Usolanders, aka Straw Hat Pirates. They're Usolanders first and foremost. That's funny too. The Tontatans out here praising Usopp. It's like stands with stands right now. With the Tontatans and Bardo. If they get all this back, like Dressrosa and everything, King Riku might give him a healthy reward, my boy. We might be stacked after this. As a matter of fact, all of you can fight. You should all be throwing hands right now. You know you got moves too, Viola. And the Tontatans. They are out for blood, bro. They are tired of this. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Takes a while, but everyone understands soon enough. Trust me, other kings have doubted Luffy immensely. They are still sliding, bro. King Neptune. As a matter of fact, King Neptune knew about Luffy off cuff, bro. King Neptune was not playing around with that. He was like, yo, Luffy, come to the banquet. I know about you. We know that name out here. All right, good episode. We're getting some setup now. We're getting a bit of setup now. I'm waiting for this Law flashback. I think that's going to be the next big sort of milestone here when he explains his history with Corazon and that little piece of family drama with Doflamingo killing his own brother. Because why not? Just add to the list. Just add to the list, bro. Doflamingo has already is a steep resume, a atrocious acts. Why not? Why not kill your brother, bro? I mean, shit. It's the least of your worries at this point. I wonder if that radical beam could have even done anything to the Smile Factory. I don't think Frankie knows yet that it's made out of sea stone. So I'm not entirely sure how he's gonna break in. Can't think of anyone that could have a key either. Nobody can make a key. Maybe PICA, but why would he? So we don't have anyone on our side that's capable. Or maybe Viola can. She had the little tear duct things. She was able to make a giant whale. Maybe she could form a key out of that. But I mean, it's a devil fruit ability. I don't know how that is gonna act with the sea stone everywhere. Maybe Doflamingo has a spare key somewhere, but it seemed like he destroyed all of them on purpose, so you would know if there's an extra. So I'm not sure how they're gonna get through. Only other way I could think of is them finding another key somewhere, or Frankie actually being able to destroy through, break through the sea stone. So we'll have to see. Let's get into the next episode here. Wait, where are we at? 696? No, let's do it. 697. Let's make that the final episode of this video. Episode 697. Let's go. All right, final episode of the video. Episode 687. Everyone going ham. Y'all still sliding up there? Sliding. Slipping and sliding. Oh, they're climbing. Oh, they are out for blood. They're about to climb all the way up there, bro. Oh, wow. Well, y'all got some demons on your hands. Straight up. Boy, if you don't climb. Getting your horse to go up there, too. Luffy is not playing around today, bro. He is pissed that he got disrespected by Doflamingo in that first. This is so hilarious. He still wants him to leave, bro. Luffy does not understand the concept of fans. It's completely stamp Gatling. Oh my god. So we're just kicking his feet out. The horse is really running up that. Oh my god. That horse is dedicated. Why does Cavendish have his own music and why is it fire? Stop this right now. Oh, here we go. Destructive cannon. I ain't even mad at this. They're just clearing the way for Luffy, bro. Keep going. To make headlines. You know what, Cavendish? I hope you do. I hope you make it to the newspaper, bro. I don't even care anymore. Just do you, bro. You got this. Oh, Sabo. What's good, bro? So he's squaring up too. Oh my god, you are not about to square up with my boy. Uh-huh. Wow, okay, so he really is defending them. That's fire. Literally. I love to see it. Brother helping brother. I already lost one, man. I can't lose another. You gotta step out of the way. Leave him alone. Man. This man is standing in front of an admiral, vice admiral, a whole bunch of Navy soldiers here. This is crazy. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Keep shooting. Yeah. Yeah. Eating. Yummy. Delicious. That's lunch. That's snack. That's dinner. Yeah. I don't even have to swing, bro. And he broke it by holding it. That's what I said, man. On top of the Logi, he's just strong on his own. The claws of a dragon. Not the bazooka. Yeah. What's up? I do my finger squeezes daily. You got them finger muscles. Like nobody's business. Let's go, Sabo. Look at him. fart in that fire. My God. Fire Fist Sabo. Blasted. They are going to be burning for weeks. Now, One Piece is not that graphic, right? They don't relish in violence and gore and all that. Realistically thinking about this, you got mans throwing flames at you at this degree. You are going to be seeing some nasty stuff, let me tell you. First, second, and third degree burns all the way. Nah. This would be crazy in live action. This man is burning people alive. It's one of the strongest too, so I mean, have that to think about. Look at him. Look at heating the ground around him. Neither can you, bro. Unless you got hockey. Throw hockey into that blade. Let's see what you got. It's making the weirdest sound, bro. I can't tell if that's a devil fruit or just his strength of him swinging his blade. But then if it's a devil fruit, what is it, like the... Is he able to cut anything he swings at? The claws of a dragon. How do you get your fingers like that? He's not gonna break it. Ooh. Rip apart them bigoted people. Let's see what you got. Yup, he caught that bitch, bro. What I need a devil fruit for? This man really caught a sword. The same sword that was swinging and slicing buildings. And he's gonna break it. That's disrespectful. Every time they do that in anime, just break your sword. It's so disrespectful. Not the mask. Oh. You know, he's whoa. Okay, he's crazy. He really is the devil. Oh my lord. You see the way he's looking at him? I'm gonna crush your skull like an egg. What, bro? Is that gonna get through the cage? That thing is gonna slice up. Yeah. Oh, it's just gonna get sliced and go. What did you do, Fujitora? People are gonna get hurt. There are still civilians. Alright, first of all, that meteor is gonna do nothing to him regardless. And second, you're really just killing innocent people here. What kind of move was that, bro? I understood it when you were on a beach. It was just you, Doflamingo, and Law. This is them in the middle of the city. And you create more flames. You brothers are just straight criminals, bro. Who raised y'all? You see, Dadan was a hell of a mother, alright? Really raised three of the most badass new generation of pirates and Revolutionary Army soldiers. Cups of brotherhood. Don't say to be continued. Don't tease me with this fight. And just leave. Here we go. Mara Mara no me. He flying in like a phoenix, bro. Sabo's really doing this with a damn pipe. Some PVC, bro. Some straight up. Use that shit to connect the joint So, I mean, it's a pretty good pipe, you gotta admit. Got a little angle bracket here, you know what I mean? You know, you just slide that bitch in and any leaks you have, it's fixed, bro. Sabo's ready, man. Oh boy, you're gonna tease me with Sabo versus Fujitora. I really want to see that fight go down, but he really just, my God, he just shat on Bastille over here, man. And they really showed him off too. He's slicing up buildings and shit, and he's just like, nah, Dragon Claw, what's up? And break your sword too. Sabo is unstoppable, bro. Logia on this man is already this strong, is just broken. Look at him poop in the fire. That man was straight pooping. Look at this. What was that one thing Johnny Test had? He was able to fart fire. Like, it's legit what he had right here, bro. Oh my God. Man, I want them to hurry up and get to the top here. I want to see this Luffy versus Doflamingo fight. I want to see Luffy versus Doflamingo, Zoro versus PICA, Frankie versus Senior Pink. And I think that's it. I think that's it for the anticipated battles right now. I think we're gonna deal with Frankie versus Senior Pink first, and Zoro versus PICA. And then we're gonna have Luffy versus Doflamingo at the end, and then we're gonna have some fights sprinkled in between. You know what I mean? You know, there's still other commanders and other fighters that we have in the fray, so I'm definitely ready for that. So Sabo versus Fujitora is not something I was expecting. Very interested to see how this goes. I don't know. I would say Sabo could win this, but Fujitora is fairly inconsistent with how he treats his abilities and whatnot, and I don't think he's the most cautious person, even though he seems like it. He's just throwing these meteors out into the middle of the city. It's like, oh wow, that's bad. He just destroyed everything. Oh man, I am not ready for this, bro. It also doesn't seem like Sabo is very afraid of this confrontation. I was also sad to see his reaction to the news of Ace's death. Really hate to see that kind of thing. It was already tough enough with Luffy, but I would imagine that him experiencing that and then remembering that Luffy was, or yeah, everyone knew Luffy was there, so him realizing that Luffy was there when Ace had died was probably really bad too. But yeah, that does it for this one. Next time we'll be watching episodes 698 or 688 to 690. But that does it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these episodes just as much as I did, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.